need to be fair. He made it wrong.
That's okay.
No, it's not okay. All right, I want to make you aware of it.
Are these all the people?
Hi, Sean.
How are you?
Thank you for coming.
Sorry.
Hi.
Hi. Nice to see you. Are you running the show?
Yes.
I only.
Well, I'm just getting it started. David's going to be our MC.
Okay.
I'm the
I'm the mailman. And I'm here to support.
Is the mailman for Clinton Park, our house? I'm confused.
No, I'm right here.
Well, thank you for coming.
I love your outfit.
Castro Coffee is my everything. I'm like fierce to advocate and help and whatever. So.
Good. Please get comfortable. Right. Yes. I'm going to make. Hold on. I'm going to get things, get folks in, get things started.
Microphone, Michael. Tell them that it's live. Back in the day.
Welcome. We need to use that seat with the coat on it. Excuse me. Okay. Yes. Yes, it's for sitting, my friend. David Ayerdi. Hello, friends. We're going to get started. Before we officially get started, we have more seats here if you'd like to sit down. And I want to say thank you to everyone for showing up. Let me get this off. Please come in. We're welcoming you. We have seats here. We have one more seat if you'd like to sit down. Hello. David? Welcome, everyone. My name is Michael Petrellis. I'm a longtime activist, and I've been working with David Ayerdi, who's a longtime neighborhood resident, and we have organized this meeting as a community forum because we want to hear from our friends and neighbors in the neighborhood. We have a few ground rules I'd like to lay out, explain a flexible agenda, and then ask you if you'll approve the loose agenda we've planned. Okay? Our main goal is to give each one of you either 2 minutes or 3 minutes to speak. I'll be keeping time in terms of how long you can speak. You can speak on whatever issue is important to you. To help facilitate the discussion and give as many of you as possible a chance to speak, we'd like to create a stack of folks who are ready to speak, on whatever topic. And if you could have some outline of how long you may speak, 2 or 3 minutes, please let me know. And then if we create the stack, I'll just say, okay, and now Joe speaks, and now Harry speaks. Let me ask if that's okay so far.
Yes, sir.
With that said, before I turn it over to David Ayerdi, I want to mention we are being broadcast on YouTube thanks to Raymond Hahn and Ken Hodnett. And I'm very glad that for folks who can't be here, they can participate virtually. The agenda list of speakers on the stack that we have so far, and it's flexible. David Ayerdi, our terrific host, Ismael Daluna, will then speak. After Ismael, a few words from Raymond about best way to present yourself while he's streaming. After Raymond, Riyadh Corey, we'd like for you to come up here to speak about the Castro Nail Salon. And after Mr. Corey, we're hoping that Harry Bro will be here to speak about his mural that he wants to create at Jane Warner Plaza. Everyone okay with that list of speakers so far? Then why don't we get with the speaker, well, let me ask right now, get ready for things. Who else would like to speak? Can you raise your hand if you're ready to speak? And sir, your name?
Claude, C-L-A-U-D-E, and I own the shop ZGO.
Oh, great.
ZGO, the perfumery shop at 19th Street.
This is a wonderful example of how to introduce yourself since many of us don't know each other. Claude is the owner of a fragrance shop at 19th and Castro. If you could just say some intro about yourself, that'd be great. After Claude, anyone else?
Eduardo, La Tortilla,
Eduardo. Anyone else want? Alan, you want to speak? You can do it.
Why not?
Anyone else at the, sir?
David?
Jessica,
Jessica.
manage Moby Dick Bar.
I'm hard of hearing.
I manage Moby Dick Bar.
Moby Dick.
Anyone else at this point? You can add your name later. Hey, girl. Come in, come in. Then I think we got enough. We have enough names here. Let me get ready to just keep time, and I'll be flexible. I'll give you some sort of sign, raise my hand that you're getting to 2 minutes or so. And without further ado, here is David Ayerdi.
Yeah. So thank you everyone for coming today. We really appreciate, this is our first Castro Street Forum. So as many of you know, in the last month, we've been experiencing a lot of criminal activity in our neighborhood. Most recently, the Walgreens attack. Tony was attacked under the Castro marquee, and like literally we almost lost him. I mean, it was a horrific, bloody attack on him. We had the chase out, shootout in front of Davies Medical where there was bullets flying everywhere. There has been a number of other assaults in the neighborhood which have gone unreported, which some of you may know about those as well. We've had numerous store break-ins, Zigo being one of the stores that was broken in last week. Buffalo Market's another one, the Thai restaurant on 19th and Castro. And then we also have a lot of concerns on what's happening with evictions in our neighborhood. You know, Castro Coffee, Castro Nail Salon as well. And then a lot of our businesses also being broken into, like you see shattered glass everywhere and you see plywood on windows. I mean, it just keeps going and going and going. And the other thing that's really disappointing is we lost Dan, who was, unhoused, and we lost him on Castro Street. He died on a cold night about 3 weeks ago, and then we had our elected official, Mandelman, and our mayor show up for a photo op in front of Bank of America, asking us as a community for solutions, but yet we're trying to give them solutions and they're not listening. So that's the reason why we're here today. So we can all speak and learn from each other as to what your concerns are, what your frustrations are, what solutions do you have, so we can be heard. So with that, I'll pass it over to Ismail.
Okay, you did not get to 2 minutes. Very good.
Yeah.
That was 90 seconds. Thank
Yeah.
you, David.
Yeah.
Our next speaker, Ismail.
Hi everybody, welcome in. I'm the owner of Taboo and Killing Cats Next Door. Thank you for being here. This is a safe space for you guys to express the situations or issues that is happening in your business. Please feel free to express, and thank you for the news to deliver the message. Without ado, welcome everybody. Feel free to express. I'm fast. I'll leave it to whoever is next.
Thank you, Ismail.
Thank you.
We gotta place that a little lower.
Bueno.
Who's next?
This is Ken, one of our technicians. The next speaker is Raymond. Raymond, we'd like for you to just speak and tell what people where to stand,
Oh.
and et
This
cetera.
is your mark here. You must hit your mark.
And what
and
channel are we on? How do we find this later
It's on youtube.com/outlook video, and make sure you wear your mic.
Thank you, Raymond. Mr. Corey, we'd like for you to step up, please. You may have seen Mr. Corey as the owner of the Castro Nail Salon. He's been at the Historic Preservation Commission last week, where they gave the seal of approval to legacy status. And yesterday he was at the Small Business Commission, where they also gave him the designation of a legacy. Thank you. Yes, let's have a round of applause.
Thank you, Michael, and thank you, David. I second what you were saying about the situation on the street. It is not safe. It is not welcoming for people, for the community, not for the tourists, and not for the merchants. I mean, we lose business by virtue of what's happening. Like after 7 p.m., Castro Street becomes something different. It's a very dangerous spot for many people. Many people got beat up, many people got hit, many people, in addition to stores and businesses. I'm here to talk about my situation. As many of you know, small business in the city, as I said yesterday in the hearing, it's the core of the city, core of the business of the city, not big business. And for me, I'd like to keep it this way. I'd like to keep this city for small businesses. And our situation happens to be that we were got a wake-up call a month and a half ago by the landlord saying that your lease will be up. Me and my brother shop, the coffee, Castro Coffee Company and Nelson, in June. So normally you should get like a year or something. So we figured that we knew that later on that the lease was turned over in 2022 when APE came in, took over the theater, which we supported. We thought, happily that, things will happen better for the street. There'll be more business in the street. There'll be more life in the street. But then we discovered that in 2022, we discovered that after our lease is over, this June, our lease and my brother's lease will be turned over to APE. And APE is not being forthcoming in telling us what they want. He asked me point blank, what do you like to have in a perfect world? I told him, in a perfect world, we'd like to stay here. But world is not perfect. So I'm here to get your support, to show the mayor and the supervisor management who supported my cause to be part of the legacy business. We want them to support us to stay there. There is no other place for us. The community rely on us. We rely on the community. We're not just a business, we are a community. We know names, we know people, we know who is here, who went to Palm Springs, who died, who survived, who's here. So it's more than just a passing business. We've been there for a long time. I've been there since 1993. My brother has been there for 38 years. So it is very hard for us to move. Where we're going to move? They're giving us no options. If they want to give us an option that we can live with on that block of 400 Castro, we'd be happy to. If not, we're going to stay there. We hope that we can stay there with your support, with the public support, and with the government support. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Next up is Harry Bro. Harry, have you arrived yet and hiding? Okay. When Harry gets here, we can let him speak. Next up, we need Claude to step up to the front here and put the microphone on. And, oh, thank you. Okay. Let me get the stopwatch ready. Okay. Yeah. Remind us about your business and 2 to 3 minutes. I think you more than deserve, but 3 minutes, what you've been through, my friend.
Thank you. Well, I just want to say hi to everybody. I'm Claude Gracian. I'm the owner of ZGO Perfumery. That's the perfumery that's at the corner of Castro and 19th Street. I don't know if any of you are familiar with it, but we sell a lot of fragrance products, expensive perfumes and whatnot. And because of that, we've been more of a target for organized retail theft, plus organized burglary. So we're the victims of organized gangs. So I know that there's a lot of problems in the neighborhood. There's the homelessness, the drug problems, but you know, I'm just going to talk to you about the organized retail theft, because that's a real problem for us. And we've learned a few things about it. It's the 4th or the 5th time we've been burglarized. This last time was last Sunday. Every time it's traumatic. Happens on a weekend usually. 4 o'clock in the morning seems to be the hour that they strike, just because they know that's the time where the police are busy doing something else. So they strike at 4 a.m. And I'll tell you, it's not fun getting a call from the alarm company at 4 a.m. You know, you have to jump out of bed, you know, just drive quickly over, see what happened. And every time it's a big mess. The windows are broken. This last time the door was broken, the glass, they bent the frame, they used crowbars on the lock. So we had to replace all that, and the damage of that is expensive. So but we've taken some measures. We've learned some things, and I'll tell you what we did that seems to work for us, and maybe it can work for some of your stores. But you know, I think the way to beat them is to make it harder for them to commit the crime, harden your business to prevent them from getting in, put cameras up, take the security measures, make sure that your business is safe or your home is safe. You know, so just kind of walk around and see, you know, where's the entry points and prevent them from getting in. So like this last Sunday, they didn't get in, okay, because we've reinforced the door, we've reinforced the windows. It's not easy to get in. They spent 8 minutes with crowbars and whatnot and tools, and they weren't able to get in. Police showed up at about 10 minutes when they first started burglarizing the place. And there was a police pursuit. It was pretty dramatic. They hit 90 miles an hour through town. That's really frightening to me. You know, God forbid anybody was hit by those cars going at those speeds. And I haven't heard if they were caught or not. When David Berkey came by and he said, no, they got away because they were going too fast. They had to call off the chase. And then a couple other of the ambassadors came in 2 days later and they said, no, we looked at the report and three guys were arrested after they wrecked their car in a police pursuit. So maybe that was our business. I just don't know. And it's a little bit annoying because we have good video, but I've tried calling the police station. I've called the burglary unit. I could get nobody to come and get our video, which we have a good video of the whole thing. So
we're a little bit over
Am I
3
over?
minutes.
Okay, sorry, okay.
And I'd like to ask if you would like another minute or two to finish.
Up to you guys. Could I have a minute? Okay. So just one quickly, I'll just say, we installed a camera outside. It faces Castro Street. I got the best camera we could. If there is crime on the street, I can help you. We got the video. I'll share it with anybody that wants to see it. We keep a locked door now during business hours. I don't know if any of you have seen that. It helps a lot for us to feel safe inside, and it's a deterrent for the criminals to come in and rip us off, because they come in with ski masks before, and they haven't come in since then. They tried once, and they encountered the locked door. They used a hammer to try to get in with people inside. You know, customers inside, they're hammering the door, but they couldn't get in, and they haven't come back since. So locked door works. It's been good for business, actually, because people feel safer inside. So that works. So that's just a couple tips I could offer to you.
Claude, thank you very much. Before we give you a round of applause, how can we get in touch with you later on? How can we reach you?
Okay, yeah, I'll give you my email address, Claude, C-L-A-U-D-E, @zgoperfumery.com. I'm usually at the store. You could come over and see me there, but otherwise you can email me too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Eduardo, you're up next, and Harry, we have you on the list as a speaker, okay?
You're good at placing those.
So Eduardo, you're
There's
next
nobody
up
to
here,
talk
my
to
friend.
now.
Amigo.
Gracias.
You don't mind?
No.
Thank you.
I think you're gonna need 3 minutes, right?
Yeah, or two.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Go
be
for 3. I see you have a
Okay.
written list. He's got a written list.
Hi, I am Eduardo from La Tortilla on Castro. I write a little. I'm going to speak about the illegal vendors that is hurting a lot my business and many business also. And I saw Castro is losing its appeal, and I'm going to speak about the illegal vendor. I noticed 2 years ago that my sales at night decreased, and it started decreasing and decreasing. And then the first night that I went out was June 10, 2023, and I saw vendors outside here on Market, between Collingwood and, no, between Castro and Noe. There were some illegal vendors. And I asked them, every single one, if they have a permit for to work at the streets. They say they don't need it. Okay. I did my first report with 311, and they say they are going to take care. Nothing happened. Then I called the person that handled the health department in my shop. Her name is Luz Brown, and she take my pictures. I emailed her. Nothing happened. And then I went with the Castro board with Andrea Aiello. Maybe you know them. You know her. And she helped me. I sent the picture that I have, and she sent those pictures to Rafael Mandelman. Nothing happened. Then I went with Terry, that she's the president for the board of Castro, and I did the same thing. That take me a lot of time and a few months. We start working, but nothing happened. Then I went with the San Francisco Department of Public Health. Her name is Mary Fresher. She's a big boss. They say they are going to take care, but nothing happened. Then I went with the San Francisco Public Works, if they can help me. They say they are going to work together with the health department and the police. So far 2 years, nothing happened. Then I went to Castro Police Station, if they can help me. They didn't do any. They said call 311. I called again 311. A few more times I did a report with more pictures and more things. Nothing happened. Then I went to the fire department because they have gas, and they didn't do any. They say I have to call the police. I called the Golden Gate Restaurant Association. They didn't help me either. That happens almost 2 years. I am losing almost 40% of my sales in 2 years. That's a lot of money, and it's hurting my business. And I didn't have any resolution. And now it's funny because, well, it's not funny because now they have more branches. The same people, they open more. They have more. They have tents, lights, music outside, and there are many of them. They start just a few. Now there are many of them on Castro, between Collingwood and what is another street? And Hartford. In those streets where are the bars, they are there. And I noticed the illegal vendor, they are not afraid. They are not afraid. And you know why? Because no one do anything. That's the reason. They are not afraid.
We've gone a little bit past 3 minutes.
Oh,
Can
oh,
we give
yeah.
him a little bit more time?
Just 30 seconds, okay?
Please.
I'm going to finish.
Yes, yes.
And then I noticed that this is a land without any rules because they feel free to do almost anything. This is a crime increase, and because there are no punishment for them. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael.
Eduardo, before you leave here, no,
Yeah.
stand to my left. Stand to my left. How can we reach you afterward? I think it's really important for those of us who are watching at home who may want to contact Eduardo, help him out maybe in some way. If we know how to reach each other afterward, is there a good way we can reach you?
Yeah, it's on the store or 415-861-3990. They can call me also. All right? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Gracias, Michael. Thank you.
Harry Bro, you're next on the list to step up here and give a terrific report, my friend. I love the extra facial hair there. Very nice, very nice.
So my protest, I'm going to grow it for 4 years till I have a new president.
All right. I'm not cutting my hair either.
I'd like a quick round of applause for a man who has turned 80. This is fabulous, 80 years old here.
Last Friday, 80 years old. I am not here because of what the rest of them have been talking about. I'm here to let you know that I'm trying to beautify the Castro. And Jane Warner Plaza has been ignored by most of the projects in the area, for instance, Harvey Milk Plaza. And with the improvement there, which I totally approve of, there was nothing set aside to improve Jane Warner Plaza. So Michael had the idea to paint a golden brick road, yellow brick road, and I helped him with that. And it gave me the idea to paint the rainbow stripes along the railroad track curve there. And I presented that idea to a couple of minority friends of mine, and they said that that flag didn't feel that it quite represented them. So I changed it to the Progress Pride flag. And then I had an intersex friend of mine saying, why not do the intersex version of that flag? So I want you to know that in the beginning of June, there's going to be an event to kick off painting the intersex Progress Pride flag on Jane Warner Plaza. And that is the inspiration of Mr. Michael Petrellis, and that is going to come true. And just like you see the impressive floor here, it's going to be an impressive Jane Warner Plaza. So I hope you all look forward to that. And that is being sponsored by the Castro Benefits District. So it is going to have a DPW permit, so it is going to be a legal installation. And in the future, the hope is that other people with other designs will come forth and the Jane Warner Plaza will become kind of like a living billboard, let's say. I don't know if all of you know it, but the Bay Times maintains 4 webcams in the Castro, one on 18th in Castro, one in the middle of the block near Cliffs. The third one is almost never working, so I don't know what it's supposed to webcam. But the fourth one is on Jane Warner Plaza. And that means that anyone, anywhere in the world that's allowed, can look at this and see that the Castro is still an inclusive area for all people, particularly the LGBTQ community, which is under attack. As one little thing, if you have any money you want to donate, let me know, and that was always a help. The paint and the primer and the sealer do cost money, but all the labor will be volunteer. So watch out for the announcement. Come out probably in the first week or so of June. Help push the rollers around or the paint brushes and say, I help paint that mural of the Intersex Progress Pride flag on Jane Warner Plaza. And until the city decides that they have the money to do the $100,000 plan that they have on record, we're just got to take care of that plaza ourselves, because it is a mainstay of the gateway to the Castro. Thank you.
Thank you, Harry. Round of applause, please, for Harry. And Harry, how do we find you afterward, especially to make a donation to this wonderful project?
There is a posting on the California Benefits District under the programs and donate that you can find this picture. I don't have a color printer, so I only have the black and white picture of it, but it's these colors. And so on the Castro Benefits District website, look for the Jane Warner Plaza mural program, and there are links there that you could donate. Or my name is Harry Bro, and I'm on Facebook, and if you want my email, let me know, I'll give you that, and you can give me money in cash or any way you want. That's never a problem. But thank you very much, and keep looking for the bright and shiny new Jane Warner Plaza that's coming.
Thank you, thank you. Before we get to the next speakers, I want to see if anyone would like to add their name now to speak. Don't be shy. I'll put you down. Come on, we need some more woman voices here.
Marcello's Pizza. Sarah, Marcello's Pizza.
Sarah! Are we getting samples of some tomatoes?
We know where the best slices.
Okay, Alan, David. David, remind me, who's David? I'm sorry. David, you'll be after Alan, Jessica, then you, then Sarah, and again, if you got something to say, let me know. I'll put you on the list. You got the microphone?
Oh, no.
Hold on. We want to hear you.
Oh, okay.
Do we?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Thanks. All right.
Who are you?
Hi there. Alan Buradell. And I'm here today. I'm a 30-year resident in the Castro. I'm a general contractor. I'm recently retired from that. And I try to be active in the community, and I just want to share something. We can all go down to City Hall and engage the folks who we elect down there. There's one meeting that happens every second and fourth Thursday, for example. That's the Public Safety Neighborhood Services. You know, Dorsey and Danny Souter and who's the other one here? Anyway, there's 3 supervisors. If we go down there and listen to what they say, a lot of what they say is nonsense. And you get up and you say something in response. You just get up and respond to it. And what we say makes a difference. Sometimes what they say makes a lot of sense down there. We have to get up and support them for that too. So just, you know, looking out here, how many of you have been to a community meeting or a Board of Supervisors meeting down in City Hall? That's it. So we can all get down there maybe and participate. So that's really what I came here for. It's more of a public service announcement. But what I heard about the nail salon and the fragrance shop on the corner, you know, there's a lot of policy that's being worked on down in City Hall that relates to that, and we can be down there in that building shaping that policy. I know this guy's down there a lot. That's how we know each other. So just get out there and do it.
Thank you. How do we reach you? How do we find you?
How do we find me? Just online. I'm Alan Buradell. It's my name. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. You need the microphone. And here, David, Mr. Boston, look at him. Look at you. Are you from Boston?
I am from Boston.
Well, terrific, terrific. You got to put microphones on you. And you want 2 minutes or 3 minutes? Tell me what you want.
3 just to be
3
sure.
minutes. You get 3 minutes. Hold on. Let me get the stopwatch ready for you.
Thanks.
Go ahead, my friend.
Hi everyone, thanks everyone for being here. I appreciate all the support, and all these years we've been transitioning from pre-COVID to post-COVID to less violence to more violence. I'm a public servant here. I don't know if you know who I am, but I do work here in the Castro area, and I've seen over the years the transition to the violence that's happened here. And I feel like I'm one of the younger ones here, but I feel like we're letting this happen. And I feel like the public thinks that we're weak. Are we weak?
No, we're not.
I don't feel like we're weak.
No, we're not.
We weren't weak back when Stonewall happened, right?
Right.
So now here we are in 2025, and more violence is happening, more theft is happening, more graffiti is happening. All these robberies, all these events that are happening, where is it being spoken about? I did not know about a lot of these things, even though I do work and live around here. We all are now hearing about some of these things that have happened, and I feel like we need to take a stand. I'm not advocating for violence. I'm not advocating for physical whatever. But I am advocating for, we need to stick up for ourselves. This is the Castro. This is a district within the San Francisco community. And we need to make it known, whether it's by ourselves or with our leaders, that you cannot just come into the Castro and do whatever you want.
Thank you. Thank you.
This whole situation that happened at the Walgreens, this recent event that happened at the Walgreens, very unfortunate, but I feel like, we feel like, enough is enough. Come on now. You're in Civic Center, you're now going towards the Mission, you're now coming into the Castro, and what are we doing about it? What are the bars doing about it? I know I literally just heard that there's a WhatsApp group within the bars. That's amazing, and I think that's wicked awesome, because you see one subject that could be something or like not a good thing from one bar to another, you're all coming together. That's great. But as a community, look at where we are right here, right now. There's only how many of us? And the Castro is how big? How much? We have a new mayor. We really need to put pressure on. He spent so much money. How much money did this person spend to win this election?
A lot.
And now we're here and we're asking, we need your help, we need your support, we need officers out and about. On tour, right here across the street, their window got broken. He's an independent business. There's so many independent businesses here that are now struggling as the increases of just operating a business here in independent, awesome San Francisco. And we cannot let this keep happening over and over again. So again, thank you so much for being here.
Don't be such a rush. Can we give him another minute or two?
Yeah,
Can we
go
use
for
another
it.
minute?
Come on. How about it?
Another minute, please. Give it to us. Okay?
It's enough with the chit chat, enough with the boo-hoo, no. We're strong, we're gay, we're here. We've been here for how many years, and we want to be here for more longer. These closures of businesses because they can't afford to be here, it's unacceptable. We're losing our frame, our class, our history. Harvey Milk would be like up off his rocker right now.
Yeah.
So here we are, and I'm so glad. Thank you all for, just listen and just let's take a stand and get the word out. This got to stop happening. All these violence, all this riffraff here, it's not welcome here in the Castro. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Last thing, how do we find you? How do we find you?
Oh,
Come on.
so I am a mailman here in the city, and I don't deliver directly here in the Castro anymore. But as a mailman, we observe and we see all these things that's happening. My profession, my job is being under threat right now, and we need your help. We're here, we're your voice. We supply you with all your mail, your prescriptions, yada, yada, yada. But also, here I am coming to this forum, and I want to say that I'm here to support all of you, not just one or two of you, but all of us here in the Castro, and all of us mailmen need to be welcomed and supported, but also we got to support ourselves. There's no bias or there's no anything here that, no, we're all together, we're all a group, we're all the Castro, we're all amazing.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thanks so much.
Yes. Oh, restroom is here if anyone needs the restroom.
Where is the mayor? Where is the mayor?
Yeah, where is the mayor?
He's at Maddie's tonight from 6 to 7.
We'll get to that, okay? We'll get to that.
I know, he'll be at Maddie's from 6 to 7.
Girl, I'm gonna call on you and put you on this list. Next up is Jessica. We need you to step up front and introduce, oh, Joni Mitchell! Well, now you're talking, Joni Mitchell. Who's got the microphones? Introduce yourself, please. Stand here. You want 2 or 3 minutes?
Let's say 3.
3 minutes, you go.
Thanks. My name is Jessica Felix. I'm currently managing Moby Dick Bar, and I'm a resident of the neighborhood, so I have 2 veins here. It seems like because downtown's getting a lot of glitz and glamour, and the politicians are ignoring us, which is troublesome. I think we're coming back to community where we're taking each other, like the last speaker spoke of. We have a WhatsApp group called Not in Our Bar. Most of the bars are connected to it, and if there's any sort of security issue, people skipping out on tabs, we communicate with each other. So I think for all the businesses, if we could come up with something similar. Most of our stuff happens at night, but supporting each other is a great way to take care of this. I didn't know about the break-ins at XGO or ZGO. It's good if we all know about that, but it's coming back to community and having to support each other. You used to be able to, we get like mixed response. If we have to call the cops, sometimes they show up really quick. Sometimes it takes an hour or 2. It's too late. In the other vein, as a resident here, I'm here to mostly support Castro Coffee and Castro Nail Salon, because what's happening to them is horrific. This big company comes in, takes over the space. In a critical time for a lot of the local businesses, we're still trying to recover from the pandemic and shut down a big heart of the community, something that brings a lot of people in from other places. So we're already having that struggle. And now with their incompetence on top of that, they're closed longer, and so there's even more struggle. But from the beginning, they're trying to force out these 2 businesses that are actually doing well, but are a huge part of the community. Any day you walk by Castro Coffee, there are several people there, and that's how they share with each other. That gets them out of their house. It's beautiful. And I think we need help from, our government. Somebody needs to step in. Mandelman, great, you're the president of the Board of Supervisors. Don't disappear. I don't care what your other ambitions are. We need you back here. We do need help from the mayor's office as well to protect these legacy businesses. And that's it, yeah. That's what I got.
I'm going to take facilitator's privilege and ask a question about the WhatsApp group. Is that public? I mean, we saw yesterday that the administration shared war policies on Signal. Is your WhatsApp group open to the public, or do you want some sort of restriction on businesses only?
I guess that's a good question. Perhaps there could be more than one. This one is currently, you invite someone to join the group. I guess it might be public, I'm not sure, but you have to probably be invited into it. But that, it's mostly the people who work the doors. So it's employees of the business, And then, you know, if we could start another one, or if you guys want to get, I know I've invited some restaurants to get on it, because we share the same security. Like, there's one gentleman who has skipped out and checks on restaurants, has skipped out and checks on bars, and now we all have his picture, and he's not going to do that anymore. So, yeah, thank you.
And you said Moby Dick is where you are?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very
Yeah,
much.
and if you want to get a hold of me for that, the email is mobydickvj.com@gmail.com.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sarah, you're next. I'm going to go after Sarah. I would like 2 minutes myself, and I'll keep myself to 2 minutes. Anyone else who wants to speak? Lizzie?
Okay.
Okay, you'll come after me. Anyone else? Come on, don't be shy. Isaac? No? Okay. Sean? No. Okay. And again, Sarah, yes, from Marcello's Pizzeria.
Yes. Hello, my name is Sarah McNulty. My partner and I, Annie Flores, own Marcello's Pizza. We're a legacy business. We appreciate everybody's support. Thank you. Yeah, I came here because I'm part of this community that I love, and it's really sad and concerning what has been happening. And like the gentleman said earlier, no one's hearing about the violence that's happening to our employees and the broken windows. Or just a few weeks ago, someone came in to throw a chair and broke the whole glass all over everything. Safety glass is expensive. These things add up, not only on the bill, but emotionally. And I'm just happy to see all of you here. And the question is, how are we going to change this? What are we going to do? Because the police do not show up when you need. 311 does not help you in the way that we need. So if we could come up with a plan of how we can organize together and figure this out, because it's us. And, you know, we have Gay Pride coming, and we need to get back on the right swing of things. I don't have the answers. I support all of you. If you ever need anything, I'm there for you. You can, yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm going to give myself 2 minutes here. First of all, I'm alive because of this neighborhood and Greenwich Village in New York and a lot of other places where we went to act up. We changed the course of a worldwide pandemic and kept people alive. That is amazing for this neighborhood that also created the concept of gayborhood. That spirit is dormant. I believe each one of you is going to rekindle that spirit. We are here to change things. It's a new season, it's spring, and the fabulousness of our gayborhood can easily be revived. Some issues of quick concern to me. Another Planet has not released the videotape from their 2 surveillance cameras under the marquee from March 9th when Tony was brutally attacked and gay blood was left on the sidewalk. Gay blood was on the sidewalk for 2 days. And the police, they have not even put out an alert saying, does anyone have any information? We have video footage of the assailant after he attacked Tony, and the police have not issued an alert saying, do you recognize this guy? That's unacceptable. I have also been advocating with the police and getting nowhere. I want foot patrols. Police foot patrols, daytime and nighttime. Yeah. We deserve it. We are... We're an economic engine for the city, for the state. And that status alone demands 2 cops walking the beat in the daytime, 2 cops walking the beat at night when drunks and stoned people are around. We need that. Last, I've been trying for 8 months to get the U.S. Bank to fix their damn property at 4 whatever it is. The arson was never investigated at that bank. since August. They have left that site just full of blight. They didn't rehab it. I have been advocating that they spend $500 to paint a rainbow under their arch. They have to do something with that exterior at US Bank. And I've gone over 2 minutes. So thank you. And next, Lizzie, you're coming up here. Thank you. No.
Oh, different one.
Do you want 2 minutes or 3 minutes? You're so fabulous.
I'll try to fill 3.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Always take more, right? So, I am a resident of the Castro for 20 years plus, and I have a small cottage industry business in my home. And I have seen the decline, and certainly the pandemic was harrowing for us. But there's no reason that we can't come back. We have these blocks in the way, and I feel like they are emanating from City Hall and the police department. There used to be, a neighborhood watch. We had a community neighborhood watch years ago, and it always felt so much better and safer out there. And I see a group like once a year, maybe twice a year now, and I don't understand what's happening with that and why. I'm fully prepared to volunteer. I want to do this, but we need a community action team out there, just checking on people, being hosts of the neighborhood. We have our eyes on everyone so that people who are here to do bad things know we're watching them. And we need this. And that's what I want to mostly advocate for. And I'm also very distressed over losing my nail salon and my coffee shop. And I say mine because I'm a community member, and that place belongs to me as much as it does to anybody in the neighborhood, those places. And what they have done, what APE has done, is so low-handed, and the family that owns the theater, so low-handed. We can't stand for this. This is unacceptable. It's unacceptable, and we need to do something about it. So that's what I wanted to say. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
Do you have an idea on how to get started?
Well, we could set up a community meeting for it. But
Can we pay attention to this idea, please?
I do.
Thank you.
Yeah. I have questions about in the more recent past. I heard that we had to have a police sponsor for a group like that because volunteers don't want to have to deal with violence. But I feel like I don't know the truth of that, so we need to investigate it. And I would love if somebody could help me along with that and to get together with me and help investigate what we need to do to start this community action team again. Because we really need one. And I think, I don't know, I maybe just find people, come see me if you want to do this. I'm on Facebook. And also, again, I live in the neighborhood. My name is Lizzie Dierken, Dierken. Find me, and we should talk. Because I really want, this has to happen. We need to do this. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My friend in the back, I don't know your name, but I believe you raised your hand and want.
I'll talk to Lizzie.
Oh, okay. Come up. We need to hear from you. Come on. We're friends. Come on. Chinga la migra. Oh, give that to me. What is your name?
I'm Ren.
Lynn?
Ren. R-E-N.
R-E-N. This is Ren. Will you translate that, please? My Spanish is terrible.
Yeah, fuck ice. Fuck ice. I just wanted to, you're saying
Wait,
what?
you want 2 minutes or 3 minutes?
2 is fine.
2 minutes.
You're just saying, what do we need to get it started? We just got to get it, I'm trained in de-escalation. I have friends who are trained in de-escalation. I have friends who are trained in like higher levels of intervention who can handle, like, you know, we could be training some folks to handle some issues and some folks to handle more escalated things. Going through, in my opinion, going through the city and going through the cops would take, the deer's gonna spin around. Like, this is, if people are interested, we just gotta like call some meetings, set up some trainings, and just start doing it. And if we start with like just one Friday, then we start with just one Friday. You know what I mean? And we just kind of go from there. But we can talk more, for sure. Yeah. I think we should just do it. I don't think we should worry about the cops in the city, is my main point. We should just do it. Yeah.
And how do we find you? How do we find you?
Around town. I don't know.
Friends will all communicate with friends.
Yeah.
And then you and I
Thank
can
you.
communicate as well. Get the word out.
Thank you. I don't have any other names on the list, and before I put David Ayerdi on the spot to come back up and tell us a few issues, I want to ask again, first of all, if anyone who hasn't spoken would like to speak, raise your hand. Someone new to speak?
I don't speak.
Okay.
I don't speak.
And anyone else who already spoken maybe want to say something again?
I just want to ask about the Castro on Patrol group.
Hold that until we get David up here, and then your name, my friend?
I'm Samantha.
Samantha.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll give you 2 minutes.
Two.
Come over here. We're going to put the microphone on you and face the door. And this is Samantha.
Hi.
Samantha.
Hi. I'm Samantha. I live in North Pacific Heights now. I've been here 3 years, permanent in TL. Yeah, I've been coming to Castro the past 15 years. And I've seen the Castro change. The police don't give a flying F about us. See, where I'm from SoCal. I'm from Hollywood. I'm from nearby WeHo, West Hollywood. And we should all do Jay Warner and Hard Milk a favor to fix this freaking Castro. Fix it up.
Yeah.
Like it was back in the freaking 70s when it was mayor, supervisor. So basically, this is the message to download Lori. Get your butt down here and fix it. And something about Newsom, right? And Newsom, come down here also. I know you're governor, but you're from the mayor. You're the first citizen mayor in 2004 when the mayor. Come back down, Castro, and fix it.
Thank you. Thank you. We need the microphone.
Yeah. I'm also on social media also. I'm on Facebook and I'm an actor also.
Terrific. Well, thank you for coming tonight. Thank you. David, I'm putting you on the spot. You're getting 2 minutes. I'll give you 3 if you need it. David Ayerdi again, friend.
So what I'm thinking, what we need in the Castro is we need to bring back our footbeat cops, and I think some of you mentioned that today. And when our supervisor was interviewed a few weeks ago, I was also interviewed in that segment with ABC. They asked him, well, what's your solution? He says, well, we can't do anything because we need to hire more people. We don't have the funding. Okay, it's always an excuse. There's never a solution with him. So my solution is, I know the CBD is charging businesses in the Castro for services. So some of that money that's coming from businesses, some of that can be put aside for extra police officers in a car, but also footbeat. The other thing I'd like to see done is every day clear our dosed or drunk as can be, and they just lounge all day. I mean, it's all, especially the foreign